Morning, good afternoon, and good evening. There is something truly beautiful coming to fruition in this following month. Maybe it's the summertime and the way the rains are cooling things off when it's so hot here in Georgia, but I feel this sense of renewed hope. And it's becoming so big. So if you have a dream that fell by the wayside, maybe last year or within the last few years, it's time to allow your imagination and creativity to resurface. So let's look into that. Spirit, God, the universe, ancestors, let us guide the collective and see what is new that's being born. Maybe it's a real baby. It's the start of a new journey. Yeah, you're ready. What a beautiful confirmation. Everything old, all that's past has passed, is what I'm getting. We're not in the then, we're in the now. Notice how I pointed at myself. This is a self-fulfilling journey, becoming who you were always meant to be, and allowing yourself to sit in the seat of your soul with that energy. Yeah, the Three of Wands. Looking out over the water, and that flame reigniting in you. Finally remembering who you are. Your soul has come home. Ooh. And you're learning how to love yourself again for the first time in a long time. Your body has become a sanctuary of safety for the presence that is you. And your soul is ready to enjoy the ride. Yeah, there's this sense of overcoming. And maybe there was a lot of pain, and where there was a lot of pain, I'd like to hold space for that. And if you're on the tail end of it, and this message is reaching you as a means of hope, then Spirit wants you to know that they're saying two things. It's not too late, and it's going to happen. But maybe not in the way that you thought it was. And that's going to be so specific for whoever really needs it. Okay. Yeah. I got this card flipped over, but it wanted to stay hidden. So this must be something on your journey that's like, you're not quite aware of it yet. But it's the King of Wands and the High Priestess. So, becoming the loyal master to your own journey and showing up to it at exactly the right time. There's been a heavy emphasis on serendipity today, and I truly believe that that is just as much a part of this journey for the collective, letting things fall as they may, so to speak. I'm getting like poker cards, playing cards, And maybe for some of you, it's you like games, but it's also like learning how to play the game of life. So the game of life and how to play it, I think, is the book. Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. But I am getting the sense that like that is something you should read or listen to. There's actually a free audiobook of it here on YouTube. So definitely listen to that. It seems like it'll be really helpful for your journey. This past energy, and maybe even a current energy for some of you, of feeling left out in the cold with that Five of Pentacles. The sense that you feel as though you've done all of the work and it hasn't reaped the reward that you hoped it would. But with that, there is a clear sense of you were not ready, and to build a proper foundation, you must get your hands dirty. I'm seeing hands physically like pushed into the soil. And the impatience, they're saying the impatience of growth is what will stall you out. And I've heard this a lot, and I've said this a lot in my own life to my friends and to people I care about, but you cannot rush improvement or healing. You cannot put a timeline on growth and balance. And that applies to every aspect of your life, right? This isn't just something that we can grab a hold of, so to speak. It's something that comes with time and time alone to really hone a craft and become great. A pearl isn't made overnight, right? It takes a long time. But patience, patience will grow the spark inside of you, Six of Pentacles, which will bring you, I'm hearing infinitesimal success. I wanted to say infinite. I'm not 100% sure what the word infinitesimal means, so I will have to look that up after to gain some clarity, but it's this expansiveness, like a constant, right? It keeps propelling you forward. And when you allow yourself to be patient with who you're becoming, you realize you're much further on your journey than you thought you were. But all of that takes time. You can't just, be something overnight. And a lot of people say this, but it's true that you cannot be an overnight success. You can, but it won't garner the things that you hope for, right? It's not going to give you the longevity that you desire, right? The Eight of Cups. So, is this something you're walking away from? Or is this a choice that you're ready to make because you haven't seen what you wanted things to become? This heavy sense of, it's not even sadness, it's almost the weight of a lost dream. And you're really contemplating whether or not that's what this has become. But when we stop putting in the work, that's when something ceases to exist. creativity, just like anything else, is much a perpetual motion machine. When you stop, so does that line to the abundance that it could create. And the Two of Cups. Allowing there to be a resurgence and a restored faith in yourself. Stop looking at the loss and start looking at what this has given you as a lesson to who you want to be and who you have become as a result of pursuing the passions in your life. Despite any specific type of gain, what has it given you? And as you look at what it's given you, you're able to share that. Maybe with a niche community, maybe with the friends that are already in your life, maybe with a new group of friends, but all the same, celebrating the journey. Celebrating the journey with the people who matter. Because none of these things come into your life without reason. It's all for the highest good of sort of molding you like clay into the version of yourself that you want to become. There's like a stick-to-itiveness. It's the word that I'm getting. Such a cute word. The Page of Wands. Yeah. Renew this flame. It's inside you. That can't be snuffed out. Right? It's who you are. This isn't just a curated picture or an idea of your truth that you perpetuate in your shallow relationships. It's your soul. And you're allowed to leave whatever journeys you want behind. Make no mistake. But it's up to you to really know what fulfills you. And seek to decide what that will really look like. What kind of future do you want? What kind of present do you want? How do you want to live in this moment? And what is your biggest vision? Is it small? Is it a small vision? Or is it something greater that touches your heart so deeply it changes you forever? And would you really be willing to let that go? Or will you face it head on? Yeah. Grab it by the horns, so to speak. And allow that energy to move through you, knowing that no matter what sort of acclaim you receive for it, it's yours. It's yours, and it always gets to be yours. There's nothing left behind in passionate pursuit. And so let that passionate pursuit be your driving force. Yeah. Let it be your driving force. But don't run away. Yeah, there's almost this, there are these guides that weep. I don't know whose they are, but there are these weeping guides. And they want you to know that you can abandon this path, but it will be a deep regret. And it will follow you. It will follow you in your life as something that is like a ghost. It will haunt you. So, yeah, a lighter message. Celebrate your small wins. Celebrate yourself. Learn how to live with the moment and by the moment. Take steps in the direction of creating constant choice. Not fearing the outcome, but living the experience. And it will create a new version of you that is capable of more than you can visibly even begin to realize. Nothing worth having ever came easy, and the best stories started with the underdog. It's what the public, it's what society, it's what culture latches on to. Yeah. I very much see the Hermit as the underdog card, mostly because you have stayed alone, right? In this place with this light inside of you, waiting, hoping, praying that it gets to shine on the world. And I see the Hermit almost as the inverse in this moment of the star, because it's cultivating that ability to move into your highest possible timeline. This version of yourself that gets it, that sees it for what it is, that knows the truth of who you are and loves you. Because the highest version of you loves you unconditionally and wants nothing but the best for your life. And it seeks you out in whispers, in the wind, in the moments between the choices that you make. And when you let that version of you become known, become seen, become actualized by you, you finally realize what it means to let go of everything that was holding you back. No more shackles, no more weights on your chest, no more breathing heavily at night and being afraid of what could come but what hasn't. Only truth and pure light. Spirit, can I get some closing messages? Any final thoughts for the collective? Yeah. There's been a lot of pain in trying to figure out what this means. But you've rested through the heartache. And if you're not resting, if you still need to pull yourself through this, if you're in pain still, no. Rest will only help so much. But I see you. The universe sees you, God sees you, your guides, they see you. And I'm being called actually to this bird, the white raven. Very rare. And they don't live long, often, because they get attacked by other ravens, almost as like a point of not knowing what they are. It's sort of like an ugly duckling syndrome situation. And maybe for some of you, that's how it's been. Always the odd one out, always feeling misunderstood, never knowing where to place your energy. Just knowing that you have so much within you, so much light to share and to give. Such a rarity to your spirit that others can't understand, so they try to snuff it out. But you have to understand that that's a them thing and not a you thing. And when you stop internalizing the value that other people place on you, the value that society and culture places on you, you begin to realize how much you're actually worth. So cultivate that importance. Journal. Write down all of the things that have hurt you. And on that same vein, write down all of the things that have made you better. Write down all of the things that you love about you. Begin to learn how to rewire your mind to celebrate yourself, because you are worth celebrating. And for the people who are around you that don't know that, let them go. And start paying attention to the truth of who is really there to celebrate that with you. Discerning the light in others versus the light or the people who try to take the light from you. Yeah. That's all I have for you today. I love you. I wish you the best. And I will be sending you the utmost healing energy for whoever this video finds. My personal readings are open if that's something you're interested in. If not, obviously, this is a moment between us to share with you. I appreciate if people decide to do that, but ultimately I'm here to try and help our collective feel understood, heard, and seen. So if you feel called to like or subscribe, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm just happy to have you here. And I hope that this brings you some feeling of being seen in some way. Because I really want that to be the base of everything that I do. I love you so much. God bless. Blessed be. Namaste. Inshallah. Annyeonghaseyo. Sending you away with love.